from 2015 to 2016, that's a damn lie. That's a lie if I've ever heard one. It's been going on for years. Last night there was a Zoom meeting. The church, the members were invited. You know, so me never get no link to the Zoom meeting. I want to scam a link me get. It's a scammer link me get. My sister-in-law sent me that link. They not even have the decency to send me the link. And the meeting was supposed to be about the incident. And but not send me the link. And but not send my mother the link. Nobody, none of the pastors, Mr. Morrison or my wife couldn't send the link to me and my mother. Because a members meeting, somebody ever sent it to me. Uncle Al handled it the best way I think he could. Uncle Al know my heart. I'm going to talk to Uncle Al yet. Uncle Al know me there. Last night I wasn't able to talk because they apologized. And I'm only assuming, like when church keep, and when either you go breed or him go do something, whatever it is, and the church why apologize because he did the church wrong. They were leaders in the church. You know, so after everything, them still a lead in a church. After me come, and you don't know this, after me come our mother, our family doorstep, I come our house, I got crystal yard, me and my father, I confront them, confront she, our mother, because Mr. Morrison wasn't there. I'm going to tell her everything, and I was very disrespectful with my mouth. My mother fair rub my back. So even after that, nothing. Still a lead, church still a keep. Felt a poor. About 3 weeks after, almost a month after that, we met with Uncle Al. My name and Germany meet before that. And a bare foolishness going on that meeting. They would meet Germany and Uncle Al. Bare lie. Or me know this. Bare lie. So when everybody met, everybody was supposed to meet. Everybody did not meet. Because Crystal wasn't at the meeting. So the girl who has been sleeping with Jermaine for years couldn't make it to the church meeting. And then them go on now and still I keep church. Still I collect offering. But I tell Uno this. You say every day me wake up, I don't wake up for live. I wake up for cope. Because this shouldn't be my life. From in a high school I've been cheated on. Because I never have sex in high school. I was not the type for growing on a 6. I did not. I kept myself when I was in high school. And that man did want. I'm going to keep myself in a high school. And from high school, this should have happened to me. It never stops. So at this point, where I am psychologically, where my worth is, everything, it is messed up, it's screwed up. So every day when me wake up in my current situation with my two picnic them, I wake up to cope. Leaving the boys to come to Arizona is one of the most hardest things I've had to do. But I had to do it. For me. Because everything that I do is for the boys. Everything. But when I say that, when I see me wake up, when I see me I post picture, when I see me I drive in a car, when I see me a bus going, when I see me I drive in a limousine, when I see me up here I have a jolly good time, when I see me up here I switch wig. I try to document everything I'm going through, but I can't. I can't document everything, but I try to. But I just waking up to cope. May I wake up. Still let me get to art. How can I cope for today? Not live. Cope. And the very facts that I'm meeting they keep last night. And none of them not even apologize to my mother and my grandmother. None of them not apologize to the boys because they ripped a family apart. They ripped friendships apart. A couple people right now can't come talk to me, you know. Who are friend can't, and them know them can't talk to me. People right now can't. I will lie to you, man. Don't come call my phone and don't tell me say I pray for me. Because all people have felt up out more than you know. Them see them like I text up them one another. Somebody even go as far as say, Crystal not have no boyfriend. The boyfriend Crystal Half is married. He's a married man. She like Half. She has been single for years. But here we are now. Swear. The brink of 2021. And not even my grandmother them say sorry to. Not even my mother them say sorry to. Not even Jalil and Jonathan them say sorry to. How them I gonna say it? I don't know. And I made it a sex or a married man. Figure it out. Because when I did that go on with the little self, when I never think about this, all of this, the repercussions, not the wrong one, not the right one I choose, but the wrong one in the same breath, because nothing is being done. Thank God them had the little Zoom meeting last night that I did not get a link for, that my mother did not get a link for. How that work? How no come for address something and nobody no send me nothing, no link? How that work? How? Them don't give a shit. And this is the church. This is the church. I'm gonna come here and do it and tell about your daughter in Germany and things for me. And I've been telling them for years. So I'm uncomfortable with the relationship. And say how I feel about the relationship. And in German tell me say I'm me insecure. I'm me. I'm come on YouTube and make big video about if fix your crown, fix your heart. Wow. And you know, see, and the little girl there for how long? Another big woman and big girl things. And if I get rid of things, because people would have found about in a relationship. And all that man, she not a boyfriend. I have a platform. I have a voice. And nothing. So, the woman them we can't talk. Or the woman them we afraid for talk. I mean afraid for talk. But the woman them afraid for talk. And in them abusive marriage and them abusive relationship. What about them woman there? How them are gonna get saved? Oh, how are they going to be liberated? How are they gonna find the strength to live when they not even have a dollar to their name? How? I mean they Lord like a bull and nothing same way. You know, send me the link to the Zoom meeting, people. Oh, nastiness. Oh, me not get the link, but yet still me not keep address issue. Me not get the link, and I have a voice. I have a platform, and which I want to say every day is me coping. I am coping. Me not live. I am coping. When I wake up, I try to say what I can do for a little excitement, what I can do to get my mind off of things, what I can do. And at this point, I don't give a shit what anybody wants to say and why am I bringing this on social media, because the truth is, if you never come to social media in the first place, who wouldn't know say crown want for fix, though. Who wouldn't know say me understand what I go through, though. Who wouldn't have me for pray for, though. Don't it? Who wouldn't know. You know. You see 2021, and that's why I tell people say I have to go hard, because I have to find my hand. Woman them out there suffer, woman them out there dead, woman them out there have nothing to live for, because they don't have a voice. But here I am, and still I understand exactly what them I go through. It is only God that is keeping me. Only God that is keeping me, him alone. Because for what I have been going through for years, they may even cause me for doubt the Holy Spirit. Because they didn't know something did wrong with them. She come in my house. Them depend on the multimedia together. Them in a group together. She come to my house and church keep at my house when I used to live. Church keep. What I expect to come from all of this, from me talking about this in my stories? Nothing. Like when I get for talk last night, I got to talk this man, but I have a bigger platform. And as the victim, blood cleanse, as the victim, and all as the victim, go through this. It's not right. 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 I'm not gonna say this. I'm gonna know how I'm gonna feel when me say this. But me can never feel sorry for a girl who got dead a married man. Never feel sorry. In my case, because she knows so didn't married. And yeah, with marriage, they have issues, struggles. But you know what this girl never do? Open up her front to her next man. You know what this girl never do? Never breed for her next man and then get rid of the belly. You know what this girl never do? Cheat on her husband. But what this girl never do. But instead of the two, we are go through it. Me never do that. Me never do that at all. Whatever action you do, it has consequences. Me doing these stories have consequences. We have children. And then I can blame me. And if me do nothing, we have children. Then I go, of course I am. Because I've lost complete trust in you. Complete trust. I've lost complete trust in you. So trusting you with my boys is a mental struggle. And for the women who understand and share children, you understand me. You do. But regular people not gonna understand. Of course I'm not trust you. You've been lying to me for years, you and a girl. Years. When me hope to get out of this, when me hope to get out of this life, get it off of my chest. Get it off of my chest. Vomit it up. Still me not say nothing to you. Still me not say nothing to you. I don't know that. The highest disrespect you can pay somebody if you guys are in a relationship is anything sexual. That's why man a kill woman when them get them born and them not even married. There is something important when sex is involved in a relationship. And as much as we like to casualize sex and trivialize sex, it is important to us as humans. We view that as an act of the rawest, realest form of intimacy. And when that is violated and has been violated on the many times it has been violated with more than one people, the person, the victim, the me, has a lot that they need to go over. Because immediately I'm thinking, I'm not worth it. I'm never going to be good enough. First, I'm not gonna ever be good enough. And since this man in my DMs like crazy, I've never had this before. And these are married men. These are men with girlfriends. It's like, man just born for give on, man just born for cheat. And me feel like me if I explain why may I cry. I'm crying because I'm tired. You think that when they get married, you're safe? Because that's what I thought. I thought I was safe. Certain things not gonna ever reach me because I'm in love with this man and he would never hurt me because I've told him before how I've been hurt, who hurt me. I've said this years ago. I was very open with Jermaine, and as things, I just got uncomfortable around him and I began to shut down. I couldn't explain. And the same thing I tell about what man do to me, and the same thing he come do as a husband. Is it for the woman they can't find the strength to leave? I am so sorry. For the woman they were trapped, I am so sorry. Because every day I wake up, I'm still in a mental prison. 2 have picnic together. The girl come on my house and she hold Jaleel. And she hold Jonathan. Jonathan call her auntie, so Auntie Crystal has sex, uncle has sex, your father. And when everything they bust up and their dream, people are saying lie. And them a cousin. Because as big as me be, both of them don't have no voice. The woman them just tell themselves, say, yeah, I deserve this. The woman them say, no, I can't do no better. The woman them say, well, I'm married for 30 years, I can't leave. 50 years, I can't leave. 5 years, I can't leave. 10 years, I can't leave. I have picnic fee, I have 2 picnic fee, I have a set of triplets fee, I can't leave. But them woman them not talk to my mother, I not talk to my father. If me and them left, I'm going to leave. Them woman there, they literally have no way out but to stay where they are. What happened to them? And my mother helped me forget for pay my first rent and for buy my bed with TLC. My mother helped me. I borrow money from my mother. And that helped me for pay my first month rent and for pay first and last. And that helped me and for buy my bed. Me move out. Because the pain when my grandmother see me go through, I couldn't stand it by my grandmother or my mother. One time my grandmother did just sit down. And I said, Mama, what to you? And she said, nothing to Simona. They just know see me. Because it's like, when it did just happen, I couldn't control how like my facial expressions, how me I feel, I couldn't control it. I'm sitting and watching my grandmother. Just sit down and stare. Just stare. And I wake up a morning time and hear my mother pray in her room, tongues. Because when my mother can't stand it no more, she pray. That me wake up and hear my mother do. And this girl and not if I tell my mother sorry or my grandmother sorry. And then I got apologized last night on Zoom and I cry. Crystal, cry. Why can you get catch? Because you're shame. Going to Wyoming together. And I travel Wyoming together. Enjoy on your little self. Tell my mother sorry. Tell my grandmother sorry. I'm gonna want you to call them and tell them sorry. You're gonna make a video and tell them sorry. And if you don't do it, I'll come back on this again. Because apparently, it's only when Simone on Instagram the shit gets done. Only when I come out so things are done because them pressure on you. You're not apologizing because you're sorry. You're gonna apologize because you're ashamed. But they need to hear an apology because they were hurt. You know, like when I have one picnic and them do something wrong, I say sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry for what? I'm sorry for stealing the something. Why did you steal it? Mommy, because me stop talking. Why did you steal it? And them get the reasons. They don't mean the apology, but as parents, we force them to apologize. Why? It is the right thing to do. And you're teaching them the right thing to do, even though they don't mean it. But as adults, we just go about our lives, wrecking marriages, wrecking families, wrecking friendships. An apology came when an apology from Crystal came 3 or so months after I was asked to leave the house. It came. And when I say ask, I don't know what I mean. It wasn't an ask. And it came after. German been a want talk, been want reconcile. But that shit's never going to happen. Everybody knows that I'm not going to go back at all. Because this violation is on a spiritual level, emotional level, and physical level. That shit happened even in another house, more than one occasions. You bring a girl at the yard, At the yard, they bring her at the yard. At the yard, they bring her. At the yard. You know, no respect for me, now you no respect for your nephews. You know, respect your nephew them. Now them auntie, now them mother. You know, respect them at all. And felt up well want this keep on the wraps, you know, them now want me say nothing at all, boy. But when you're asking the victim to keep quiet, who are you protecting? The aggressor? Who are you protecting? When you say someone don't talk, why am I not me want talk as the person will get hurt? So why me can't talk? Oh, it a go look away to who? It a go embarrass who? Who? You see, what happened to me is more embarrassing than what them think them a go through. Remember, say them have each other. Them have them one another. Because them a talk. Them have them one another. Me not have nobody. Me not have nobody. But you still know want me to talk. You see, so people don't think. So if I'm not talking or if I shouldn't talk, who am I protecting? Who? This is lyric. You can't keep a man. This is lyric. Over husband and get born for years. This is lyric. Over husband bring the girl in our house. So this is more embarrassing for me because I look like the idiot. And me. And I say, I wish me did cheat on him. I wish me did do something. So that me can say, alright, me deserve this. Me deserve this what happened to me. But if I do nothing, and all of this freakery just happen. And nobody seems to give a shit until last night when they apologized publicly to the church members because they were very adamant that nobody's in the Zoom meeting must come on unless they're church members. To the last day of 2020. And right now, I'm not give a shit. Apologize to my mother. Apologize to my grandmother, Crystal. If you not do that in our video, me I come back and this till I do it. And don't ramp with me. Do not play with me. Apologize to my grandmother and my mother. And apologize to my children. Don't ramp with me, Crystal. If it not do, I'll give you a week. If it not do by next week, Thursday, I'm going to come back live again. More information. More information. What you did was disgusting, wrong, manipulative. And when I did I do it, I did happy. So apologize. Know that you get catch. Know that you shame. Apologize.